You know what's interesting? There's a language women speak that most people completely miss. Not words, not even body language in the way you'd expect. It's subtler than that, deeper. And if you're not paying attention, if you don't know what to look for, you'll miss the signs that a woman is craving intimacy. Real intimacy, not just physical, not just emotional. The kind of connection that goes beyond surface-level interaction. Now here's what makes this especially important when we're talking about older women, women with life experience, women who've learned what they actually want. They don't advertise their needs the way younger women might. They're not obvious about it. They're not desperate. They're not going to spell it out for you. But the signs are there. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for. Because understanding these signs, that's not just about recognizing desire, it's about understanding a woman at a deeper level. It's about connection. It's about knowing when someone is opening a door you didn't even know was there. Say this with me. I pay attention to what isn't said as much as what is. Again, I pay attention to what isn't said as much as what is. Good, because that's the skill we're developing today. Let's dive into the 5 signs. The first sign a woman craves intimacy. She consistently creates opportunities for deeper conversation. Notice I said deeper, not just more. Here's what this looks like. She asks questions that go beyond small talk. Questions about your childhood, your dreams, your fears, your philosophy on life. She shares stories from her own past that reveal vulnerability. Not trauma dumping, not oversharing, but genuine, meaningful glimpses into who she really is. And here's the key. She does this even when the conversation could easily stay surface level. You're talking about work and she pivots, but what do you actually want to be doing? You're discussing a movie and she asks, what did that remind you of in your own life? You mention something casually and she remembers it weeks later and brings it up again. This is a woman creating intimacy through conversation. Locke wrote about the importance of consent and mutual understanding in all relationships. Deep conversation is how older women establish that foundation. They've learned that physical intimacy without emotional connection is hollow, so they build the emotional infrastructure first. If a woman is consistently trying to know you on a deeper level, she's not just making conversation, she's creating the conditions for intimacy. Think about the women in your life right now. Who asks you questions that make you think? Who remembers the details? Who seems genuinely interested in understanding you, not just interacting with you? That's sign number 1. Sign number 2, she shares her inner world with you. Not just her day, not just her opinions, her inner world, her thoughts, her struggles, her joys, her vulnerabilities. Here's what this looks like in practice. She tells you about a fear she's working through, not for advice, but for connection. She shares a creative project or passion she's pursuing, even if she's nervous about how you'll react. She admits when something hurt her feelings or when she's uncertain about something. She talks about her desires, her goals, what lights her up and what drains her. Rousseau understood that vulnerability is the foundation of genuine social bonds. When a woman shares her inner world with you, she's doing something powerful. She's showing you her inner landscape and hoping you'll share yours too. This is reciprocal intimacy building. If a woman is consistently letting you into her thoughts, feelings, and inner experiences, especially the vulnerable ones, she's craving deeper connection with you. Pay attention to that. Sign number 3. She initiates physical proximity and touch. Not necessarily sexual touch, not overtly, but she finds reasons to be close to you, reasons to make contact. Here's what this looks like. She sits closer to you than necessary, on the couch, at dinner, in the car. She touches your arm when she's making a point or laughing at something you said. She finds excuses for casual physical contact, adjusting your collar, brushing something off your shoulder, guiding you through a door with a hand on your back. She lingers and hugs, not awkwardly, just a beat longer than purely friendly would require. Weber understood that human behavior is purposeful, even when it seems unconscious. When a woman initiates touch, she's doing something deliberate. She's testing the waters. She's creating opportunities for physical connection to develop naturally. Older women do this with more subtlety than younger women because they've learned finesse. They're not going to throw themselves at you. They're not going to be obvious about it, but they will create opportunities. They will close the physical distance. They will normalize touch between you. And here's what you need to recognize. If a woman is consistently finding reasons to touch you, to be near you, to exist in your physical space, she's signaling openness to physical intimacy. She's saying, without words, I'm comfortable with you. I want to be closer. Pay attention to those moments. How does she position herself when you're together? Does she face you fully? Does she lean in when you talk? When she laughs, does her hand find your arm? When you're walking, does she match your pace, walking close enough that your shoulders brush? These aren't accidents. These are invitations. Sign number 4. She prioritizes time with you. And I don't just mean she makes time, I mean she prioritizes it. Here's the difference. Making time is, I can squeeze you in on Thursday if nothing else comes up. Prioritizing time is, I've moved things around so we could do this. Making time is, sure, we can hang out if I'm free. Prioritizing time is, I've been looking forward to seeing you all week. Older women have busy lives, careers, families, responsibilities, established social circles, hobbies, commitments. Their time is valuable and limited. So when a woman with a full life consistently makes you a priority in her schedule, that's significant. When she turns down other opportunities to spend time with you, when she suggests future plans before your current time together even ends, when she remembers things you mentioned wanting to do and plans them, she's investing in intimacy with you. Machiavelli understood that actions reveal true intentions better than words ever could. A woman who craves intimacy with you will show it through where she invests her most precious resource, her time. Think about it. Does she text you first? Does she initiate plans? Does she seem genuinely disappointed when plans fall through? Does she reschedule when something comes up? Or does she just let it fade? The answers tell you everything. The 5th and final sign, she shows genuine interest in your well-being. Not performatively, not because she has to, but because your happiness, your health, your success actually matter to her. Here's what this looks like. She checks in on you, not just how was your day, but real check-ins. You had that big meeting today. How did it go? You mentioned you weren't sleeping well. Are you feeling better? I know you've been stressed about that situation. Want to talk about it? She remembers what's going on in your life and follows up. She pays attention to your moods and asks about them. She celebrates your wins like they're your wins. She's genuinely happy when good things happen for you. Hobbes wrote that humans are fundamentally self-interested, but genuine care for another person's well-being, that transcends simple self-interest. When a woman invests emotional energy in your life, in your happiness, in your success, she's creating intimacy through care. She's showing you that you matter to her, not just as entertainment, not just as companionship, but as a person whose well-being affects hers. That's intimacy. That's connection. And when an older woman does this, when she shows up for you emotionally, when she remembers what matters to you, when your joy brings her joy, she's craving a deeper bond with you. She's investing in something real. So, there you have it. 5 signs a woman craves intimacy. She creates opportunities for deeper conversation. She shares her inner world with you. She initiates physical proximity and touch. She prioritizes time with you. She shows genuine interest in your well-being. Here's what you need to understand. Older women don't play games the way younger women sometimes do. They've learned what they want. They know what real connection feels like. And when they want intimacy with you, they show it through these subtle but unmistakable signs. Your job is to pay attention, to recognize these invitations for what they are, and if you value the connection, to reciprocate, to show up, to be present, to match her depth with your own. If this resonated with you, hit that like button. Share this with someone who needs to recognize these signs, and subscribe for more insights on relationships, connection, and understanding the subtle language of intimacy. Pay attention to what isn't said. That's where the truth lives.